You flex your muscle and show that you are a woman worth looking up to. Who do you look up to? Who?
Me, I would say, well, the real woman I look up to is just Michelle Obama, because the way she carries herself is so powerful. Mm-hmm. She's amazing. She's so intelligent. The way she speaks, I mean, I just get like stuck in the days when she talks, because it's just like, wow.
Welcome back to the Running Back Podcast, the podcast where you come for the entertainment, stay for the sports. This is a podcast for the culture, and I'm one of your hosts, Percy.
I'm BOBBYBANDZZZ.
And behind the camera, we got my man Reef.
Yo.
He might be a little closer to the mic if y'all want to hear him, though. And at the table, we got a very, very special guest. If you're listening, please go to YouTube. You will appreciate me for telling you to do that. You'll see some lovely products on our table that we'll get into. I'm not even sure how to introduce the products. I'm gonna let the expert do what she does. Mm-hmm. We have Maria of MM Beauty, founder and CEO.
Yes.
Do your thing, sis.
All right.
Welcome to the Running Back Podcast.
Thank you guys for having me.
So tell us a little bit about the business.
So my name is Maria. I am the CEO and founder of MM Beauty. Here to the left of me are my products, which my company is focused on infused cosmetics and skincare. Infused, which I mean they're infused with CBD and cannabis oils.
Okay. So it would be like lip gloss, makeup. What kind of products do you offer?
So my company offers basically everything, down to foundation, primer, face wash, skincare lotions, serums, lip glosses, lipsticks, everything you can think of. I got it.
Okay. What are some of the like perks of CBD beauty and skincare?
So the perks of CBD and cannabis oils mainly are like anti-inflammatory and painkillers, right? Mm-hmm. So moving to the skincare is more therapeutic for the skin. If you have eczema, if your muscles are sore, it helps with bruising. So basically, it's kind of a therapeutic for the skincare, right? Okay. For the lips, in a way, it's more of to keep your lips nice and smooth, to make your makeup last longer. So going for the primer to the lipsticks, they last, I would say, a couple of hours compared to other brands. So yeah.
And you wear your own product all the time?
Now that I do, yes. Okay. I try to. I try to wear, I kind of feel guilty if I shop at, for other brands. Mm-hmm. So I literally try to stick to my own. Maybe I'll throw in a concealer here and there, but I stick to my products.
Do you do like CBD? Is it like specific, or is it just based on what you're going to put on that day? Because, they're different CBD.
Right. I mean, it's more of the color. Okay. Just because the oils that I use in my products it's all the same. Oh, okay. Right? So just some of them have higher percentage than the other. Okay. Some lotions have 500 milligrams compared to others that have 1,000, depending, how relaxed I want to be. Or my lipsticks, or lip balms, because I have lip balms, chapsticks as well. For everyday use, you can use it depending on the milligram. So if I have a 500 milligram lipstick, my lips are going to be 10 times smoother. It's going to kill out all the dead cells I have on there, and it's going to last a very long time.
Let me ask the question. Probably most people are going to ask. Does it get you like high? Do you feel like if I put, what felt? Yeah. If I put like a lip balm, will I kind of feel not tingling, or was it kind of?
You may feel a little tingling, but I would say more relaxed than high. Okay.
There's other like products on the market that you will feel tingling, like lip plumpers and things like that, right?
So with the lip balm, you might feel a little lip plumper. With the lip gloss as well, you're feeling like a little tingling, but.
So before we get too deep into the episode, where can they find your products?
So you can find the products. I have a website at www.mmbeautyco.com or on my Facebook at mmbeauty.co19.
Okay.
Okay.
And how long have you been like running the company? How long you been
So I
putting out
started
like product?
I started brainstorming back in 2018.
Which you all should do, because a lot of people are coming up with inventions and ideas and companies without thinking. So think first, but continue.
Yes. So, well, one of the main things I did was, for sure, I did a lot of research. For sure, I did a lot of reading. Watched a lot of videos before I
YouTube University.
Yeah. So I kind of, dug it in. And not only that, with my iPhone, the little iBooks app.
Oh, yeah.
They have a lot of like entrepreneurship.
I've been reading books.
Yeah, they have a lot of, so that helps.
The information out there.
Yes.
So in you did the research. When did you?
And then in 2019, I launched.
So it took a year at least
Yeah.
for you to do your homework to feel comfortable to the point where I'm ready to go to the market.
Yep. And then, well, when I first started, I actually started working with a company in China.
As it like a distributor?
Yes.
Okay.
So to kind of manufacture my products, like, hey, this is my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do this?
And I'm sure it was cheaper, right? Or
no, it was actually about the same. Where they got me was the shipping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shipping used to be
prices look
like
real
really
good
like
until they
over. I always paid over $100 on shipping.
Yeah.
Always, like, it would be a miracle if I wasted less than that.
Yeah.
How long?
Which
is the
that's
time
what
frame?
I hated. The time frame is another one that I hated. Which that's why I'm like, I can't
deal with them.
Was I waited almost 5 months.
Oh wow, for a product.
And that was like for my first launch.
Oh wow.
So that backed me up a lot.
Yeah.
So that's why, it kind of, I taught myself like to have my products first or sample them first and then kind of put it out there because I was, like, hey, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that. And then 5 months in, I'm barely getting my package and like, hey, it's ready for sale now.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I was blessed, and after doing many research, I got with a company in California.
Nice.
So they're manufacturing.
And they have a warehouse there? And
yes, a big warehouse. It's a big warehouse. And I visited. Well, my sales manager, I have one. She actually has an office here in downtown. I can't say too much. But it's amazing. I'm kind of glad I took my time. Which that's something. Patience is a virtue.
Yes,
and
it is.
man, I say that to everyone. Like, patience is like a virtue because I had to learn that myself. And I'm very impatient. Yeah. So that me becoming an entrepreneur and starting my own business has taught me patience.
Yeah.
Sure.
And what does entrepreneurship mean to you? I know we spoke behind camera and you spoke like being your own boss, you know what I'm saying? And leading, and you have a family and all that. So what does that all mean to you?
So to me, entrepreneurship is, of course, me being my own boss, me being my age and working many years. I just got to a point that I can't work for anyone. And I started, like I said, reading, seeing videos, watching speeches, Denzel Washington, Kanye West. They have pretty good speeches that I have listened to that kind of motivated me and kind of opened my eyes as a human. Like, I can really do anything that I put my mind to.
Hell yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Consistency, hard work, and just going hard is where
apply that pressure. I feel like
So, working on all that, for me, my kids, for my community, just because. And
you're from here, right? You're from Humboldt Park?
From Humboldt Park, Chicago.
I'm supposed to put that in the intro.
Humboldt Park.
Yes. So, me seeing everything, all the poverty, I travel a lot. So it's not only here in Chicago, it's like everywhere. Single mothers, domestic abuse, mental health. I want to use my platform to give back. Not only, do I want to live right for me and my kids, but I also want, not to be weird, but I do pray and I like say like, let me be that person to give back and help, because I genuinely know what it is to struggle. I know what it is like to not have nothing, to be at a bus stop with my kids in the snow and the rain, like it's bad, So I'm like, especially for us, colored Latinos, Native Americans, we get the back end, and it's like, it's so easy to make it. It really is, even without an education. Because, I went to college and I'm like, I'm over here racked up with all these student loans. And this is what motivated me even more, that is like, I seen other people who didn't go to college, who are making way more than me because, they put their mind to it, they did this and that. And I'm over here like, really? And I'm like getting my butt worked off and getting slandered and all these student loans for what? And then, me starting my own business at home is like, I made more in one day, I made more in one day than what I did in 2 weeks at a job. Like, I was like, you can really do it if you put your mind to it.
Hell yeah.
Consistency is key.
Are you I know you said neighborhood and giving back. Do you have any plans? I know you got pop-ups that you do and other events that we'll talk about, in a little bit, but do you want to plan on doing any, like, teaching girls how to do makeup or,
Yes, so at the moment, I am teaching girls. I work for, I'm the cosmetology instructor for Aspira School.
Oh, nice.
So, yes, part-time. So, part-time, I teach girls how to do makeup. And I also talk to them about empowerment. I kind of tell them... stay away from the boys, because they're in high school, like focus on your education, like just live life and be happy and focus on your dream, because a lot of girls, they always hit me like,
distracted.
I don't know if I want to go to college. Like, I don't know what I want to do. And I always tell them, like, meditating is good. Sit there, just, think to yourself what you really want to do and you go for it. Don't ever doubt yourself.
I think that's what not enough kids have right now. Like someone to just talk.
Advocate for them.
Because
I didn't. So and that's why I learned a lot from my past and not having the right people, to advocate for me, or me being scared to speak up. And then it's like, from my mistakes, I learned to pass on to the other, to others. Like, hey, don't do this, or go this route and do this, or.
But even to tell them to like meditate, like that's a lot of people these days just can't sit with themselves. So like to sit down and just think about what's going on in your life, what you want to do with your life, and things like that. It's scary for some people. You know what I'm saying? So
I think what we always get told is like, you don't need to know what you want to do, right away. Just like you'll figure it out.
Right. That was the whole plan of freshman year of college. It's like get there and figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. But I feel like I think it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's figuring out ourselves first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we go through high school, we go to college, and we really don't know what we want to do because we don't know what kind of person we are yet.
And then not only that, but the education system lacks as well. They don't set up the kids for success.
They don't.
I mean, if I had known about what I knew about credit and stocks and just everything that I have learned down the road on my own, I was like, if I would have learned that in high school,
of course, we'll be richer faster.
Exactly. So it all starts from.
I think
everywhere.
It starts at home. I would say, like, if you don't have that one person that's going hard for you, and a lot of people do. They are like a single mother is probably like the back of our whole country at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like a single
especially
mother.
Our community.
Yeah, in our community, all you see is a single so we see our single mothers working hard. But if you got that, that other male figure or that whole family at home that's providing that, that
sometimes you can't, as a kid or a young person, you can't appreciate the disciplinarian. So if mom has to be everything, sometimes you need that person that's just at school that's been teaching me makeup. I trust her. Or like us with basketball coaches. Like I've probably had conversations with kids that they would never tell their parents. You know what I'm saying? Not that the topic of the conversation was crazy, but just the trust that I built by having this relationship with this young person who just needs some guidance, and you know, and sometimes that person not always family. It's just somebody next to you or doing what you want to do.
Right, you can be a complete stranger.
Yeah,
and you'll get the most support because I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I don't even get the own support from my family, and it'd be the person that I don't even know that'll be like, "Hey, can I buy all your products from you?" I had one girl like she literally bought everything from me, and I didn't even know her, and I was just like, "Wow, thank you." And then my family like, "Hey, can I get this for you? Can I get a discount on this?" You know, some of my friends like, "Can I get $5?" Like seriously.
That's definitely the like problems of young entrepreneurship and like people. Because people don't go to the stores and say, "Can I get this for 20% off?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we got to get out of the habit of doing that as people. You know, like I
guess it's because they see.
I'd rather give more. Like, man, you tell me the price. It's like, man, here, how much? Like, here you go.
That's something I picked up. Like, I know I picked that up in 2020. Not that I was like, "Yo, let me get a discount. You the homie." I wasn't that person, but like, pay. Your friend, your homie, somebody that you looking up to is doing something, like pay extra. Don't ask for the discount. You know what I'm saying? Like the friends and family discount, like let's say that for the big box store. I mean,
right. Pay extra. That's how I feel that what it is. People think that you're family and friends. Yeah. And like me personally, I did my research, right? So my prices compared to other companies is pretty cheap.
So you're doing, you already
say affordable.
You know,
affordable.
Say pocket friendly.
You know, very pocket friendly. So, so I don't know.
They're already
complain.
There's no reason to complain at that point.
For sure. Would you say that you already had like an interest in makeup before this, or was this kind of like?
So I dealt with self-esteem a lot. Majority because of my hair. I used to get, I don't know if it was bullied or made fun of since grammar school.
Same thing. Now when we think about it, it's bullying.
Yeah,
I was a bully.
Now that we think about it.
We were assholes. Kids were assholes.
Like really bad.
Really
I got like, you know, like
really bad.
It was very rare to be Hispanic with, you know, reddish, orange hair, you know, like everyone picked on me to the T. So as I got older, makeup gives me confidence. You know, that confidence, like,
right.
Yeah,
say it louder for the people in the back.
Like, I'm a bad bitch.
And I feel like that's great that you said that too, because people like, not that there's like you know how people say there's good and bad in wearing makeup, but like people that wear makeup, they feel great wearing makeup.
Right. It's not because of it's let me do it to like just to look good.
No,
it makes me as a woman feel more of a woman and like just very powerful. Like I just love wearing makeup. I just love makeup in general.
Yeah. and I think when women, you see the glow even more when they're wearing their makeup. Oh, yeah.
When they know they fine.
When they come from the shop, bro. When they come from the shop and get their makeup done, toes done, nails done, they walk different, they talk different. Yes. Nigga, they don't even look at you.
You know, someone had told me that, and I didn't think it was serious. But now you mentioning that, I guess us girls do that.
It's true.
That's what you should feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
Catch one of us on a fresh haircut day.
Man, I shaved. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew you would come with the beauty supplies looking good, so I had to come shave a little bit. I couldn't look a little crazy.
My face represents how busy I've been. I wish I could have.
Let me ask you about this pop-up shop you got, or pop-up you got up next week.
Yes.
I know you were into those before. Talk about how you got into those and just the experiences that you had with them and everything that goes behind that.
Yes. So pop-up shop coming up March 13th. It is a Saturday, high maintenance.
What time is that at?
It is from 2 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
2 to 8 p.m. around Armitage and Pulaski area.
Okay.
Address will be given the day before. Okay. Location will drop, so just stay tuned. But yes, I would say my third one.
Nice.
Okay.
My first one of 2021. So
because last year you couldn't.
Right. Oh my gosh. 2020 was horrible. COVID messed up a lot for, I guess, a lot of people.
Yeah. We had a lot of plans. I'm sure everybody had a lot of plans. COVID, I'm sure, like you said, fucked up the bag. Most importantly, the bag. The bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It messes up a lot of people that are in the business. Of
so
business.
It's very like hard, like nonstop hard work. Like I said, all day yesterday, I was literally running from like store to store, trying to find things to make different. I like to incorporate different things in every, pop up. I like to, make my table stand.
Yeah.
So I put a lot of hard work into it. A lot. I even have nightmares.
Yeah, you can't sleep. Right?
Yeah,
You're thinking
I cannot
about
sleep because my mind is like running, even when I don't want it to run. It
Oh,
runs. So like,
It's interesting to refer to it as a nightmare.
well, because like I wake up, the way I wake up is like my eyes go like wide open, like the movies, like boom.
Like you barely even slept. It feels like you didn't even sleep.
Hold on, I gotta write this down, and then I'll get up, write the note on my phone.
That's dope.
And then like
that's free game right there.
and then I'll like probably stay up because then once I'm up, I can't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a little nightmare, but a good nightmare.
It's great. It's great to know I'm not alone. I don't write them down. I just be like, all right, think.
I write it down because I forget.
I kind of. Maybe because my mind's just running all fucking day, so the thoughts just come right back to me, and then I kind of really don't miss a lot at this point. I'm kind of just on wheels of
autopilot.
I'm on autopilot. So.
I tweeted recently. I have to talk myself through stuff because I got so much going on. I'll forget, and like I'm literally like, wait, what was I doing? You were sending this email, and you were gonna say this in this email.
Like I have to write it down right then and there.
Because I'd be like, oh, I gotta do that. Put the phone out like.
Oh, I'm definitely distracted too. Yeah, I'm definitely that kind of person.
Yeah.
I gotta
So on my phone, you'll see over 100 notes, and I have about like 2-3 phones. So both of them are all of them are just.
You see how organized I get when when it's just like we got a good idea and then bullet point.
Bullet points.
Yeah. Bullet point P.
Yeah, so it's very exciting because there's gonna be many other vendors there, down from food to sweets.
Nice. And this is all weed, like
yes, everything
is
is
a cannabis
infused.
community.
So everything is infused.
That's the proper
smoking
term.
friendly. Smoking friendly.
Yes, smoking friendly. It is. So yeah, I'm very excited about this one because this is my first infused pop-up.
Okay. Nice.
So the other ones were like, bring your makeup, come sell it. But this one is just like everyone.
Everything's infused.
Have you gone to like any of those pop-up shops in Cali compared to any of these here?
I've been to one in Michigan.
Okay, I know Michigan's their community is already booming right now.
Yes.
They're on their way up.
So it was back in August. Well, was it last year or the year before? But I know it was back in August. It was in August, and it was pretty dope.
It's dope, right?
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Like I can't wait until Chicago has something like that.
That's
the Cali of the Midwest.
That's what I haven't gone to any of the pop-ups. I haven't gone to any of the pop-ups because I went to a Cali pop-up where it was like insane. You know what I'm saying?
The culture's already established.
It's already established. I'm walking into something that's already probably they do it for the last 10 years type shit. Then it's like when we were going to U of I and coming back. Yeah. Like I was used to university parties, and then I'm coming back to a little basement house party in Chicago where it doesn't compare. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like I haven't gone to it, and I don't want to keep doing that. Like I want to jump into the community. I want to advocate for weed and cannabis, you know what I'm saying?
As people should, because then it turns into the Cali stuff.
It does, right, exactly.
Right. You can't stop. Poo-poo it.
Exactly, I can't.
When it's small, you got to get in, and you're gonna meet the person that threw the party, and you're gonna end up getting his phone number.
Facts.
And end up making the next one even bigger.
And then majority of them people at the pop-up shops, well, especially like in Cali, because I mean, I even go to different shops to, I even know a lot of people like from the back door, and they're very friendly. Like they're like always nice, like, hey, like, can I get you? You can pull strings very quickly.
And do they have security there? Is everything gonna be?
Oh yeah. Yes, very legit. security, DJ.
Nice.
Yeah,
Smoke
nice.
machine. I seen people do the fucking smoke, put the weed in the shit. And
So very exciting.
So how does somebody who's looking up to you and wants to end up at a pop-up shop, how do they get into a pop-up shop? Like, what, your business have to be established, or is it kind of like
as
a vendor?
So it is organized, I guess, by one or two authorities ahead of me. So they organize it, and I would say it's word of mouth, a lot of word of mouth. You know, of course, if you know, a lot of people follow, right? Social media is very big and booming now in every industry for like marketing and getting to know everybody in general. So just like my business, people seeing me follow, sharing this, or like word of mouth, like, hey, you know, like this girl in her business, or she's doing a really good job. When people see you, you know, excelling and doing good and working hard,
make it easy for people to support you.
Because everything that I have landed is because I've gotten noticed.
That leads right into my next question. So, like, what's like the keys to your marketing? You ain't gotta give away all the free game.
You ain't gotta tell. You ain't gotta tell
a little bit. Like, what would you say? Like, you've focused on in terms of like getting your business out there? Is it word of mouth? You can say it's word of mouth if you don't want to give it away.
You know, to be honest, it is a lot of word of mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing a couple like ads, you know, through apps on the phone.
Yeah.
But I would say it was mainly like, girl shopping, buying my products, you know, because people see the products and be like, is it really efficient? Like, is it really helping? But then, you know, I'll start giving it out. Like, hey, if I see this girl has 5,000 followers, or, you know, if she's doing very well on her social medias, like, here, test it out.
Try this, tell your people.
Tell me how you like it, you know, and I always got good feedback, and, you know, I thank God that till this day I haven't gotten
a bad review.
Negative.
Nothing brings a new customer like a satisfied customer.
You might catch me with some weed infused.
I haven't gotten nothing negative, and everyone always falls in love, like, especially with the skincare. Like, oh my God, you know, this primer made my face feel so smooth, or it made my makeup stay on so long, or, you know, I rubbed myself down with your lotion and I smoked and I was like,
and I had the best sleep of my life.
Or, you know, I have, well, my friends, you know, one of her moms have arthritis, and, you know, like, I give her some of my lotions, or my other friend uses it for her wife's cancer. She has breast cancer, so she, you know, she rubs her body, you know, kind of a muscle relaxer. So.
My mom she took a tumble a couple weeks ago. So her arthritis really kicked in a little bit more.
I'm gonna have to message her on Facebook. She got Facebook now, so
she do.
Mama's on Facebook.
Hey, Mama's on Facebook.
I'm gonna tag her in this clip. Mom, we gonna get you some CBD wipes.
So it's very relaxing for your muscles. You know, it's amazing. It's just an amazing. I'm very glad that I took my time into this, because it's gonna explode, and when it does, CBD and cannabis oil is gonna take over the beauty world, and it already is.
Yeah, it is
starting. I mean, I see other companies already bringing it up, but I give it another 2-3 years, and
you're definitely ahead of the game. You're definitely you're definitely
a product with it.
You're ahead of the game right now.
Yes.
I remember we spoke before, and you said that you wanted to be kind of like a pioneer for like Latino, like businesswoman. And what are your goals with MM Beauty? Do you want to open up a store? Do you want to, you know, keep it just online? Do you want to just, you know?
Right. So my goals is, of course, to make it as big as I can, right? Moving forward, of course.
Sky's the limit.
Yes, the sky's the limit, right? So not only I'm starting off with beauty, right? But I have so much in mind that is just like one step at a time. One step at a time. And I was getting so overwhelmed, because it's like, I want to do this and I want to do that. And, you know, my mom had to tell me, like, just relax, you know, like, focus on your beauty, your makeup, and then you'll go off from there. So my mind is to take this off the roof and open up stores and bring my makeup inside stores and do what I can do.
So like partnerships and
partnerships, of course, and endorsements.
I was just thinking that too. That sounds like like a bigger, I don't know, like Johnson said they want to start their CBD line and they want to partner with you, buy part of the company.
Right. Somebody who's already doing it.
Right.
And then you get the big player.
What would you say CBD? I know. Is it something that's not used for kids? Is it something that you can use for kids? I know not obviously the weed infused ones, but is it 18 and older?
That's a very good question. Me personally, I would say it is safe for kids.
Okay.
Just because you can't get high off of it.
Yeah.
It's more therapeutic.
Yeah.
Would I recommend it? No. Just to be on the safer side.
Yeah.
But I mean, there has been studies with using cannabis that it works on, certain things for kids who are in need.
Oh, like,
who have certain conditions
so
and things.
with certain conditions, yes. But if I would say to put it on a kid, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it, just to be safe.
Yeah.
Or you can, but me as a parent, I wouldn't put it on my kid.
Yeah.
And that's just the difference between a child and adult. There's different Tylenols, different everything. Right?
Yes.
You mentioned your mom a couple times on this episode so far. I want to ask you, is that kind of one of your like main supports systems?
Well, to be honest, half and half.
Half and half. Is it something that happened later as you guys became, adults?
Yeah. Well, now we're getting more closer.
Because I feel
the friction was very.
That's what I'm saying. I know.
Yeah, it was very there. I mean, me as a person, I wasn't always great. I was a very, hard child to deal with. So, I mean, I give her props. And,
now as a mother, it's like, Mom.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. But, I'm glad that we're kind of like, we're growing, right?
Yeah.
As a person, you have to grow. Like, and I say this, like, plenty of times, you can't just keep stuck in the past because you will never grow. Like, if I just keep harping on her about the past, it's like, we're just never going to get anywhere, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, let's move forward and,
what's done is done.
Patch up our relationship, and then
I think what's more important is that you guys have kids. She's a grandmother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And now I guess now because I'm a father now, I kind of me and my mom would just go into shit all the time. I wouldn't talk to her for a year, or know what I'm saying, 6 months, and now it's like I call my mom. She's let me see. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's just a different kind of, I guess, relationship that you guys grow into as time progresses.
Yeah, progresses.
But. Yes, I don't know. I didn't need to ask you.
It's okay. But, making me get all sentimental.
No, but you mentioned just like
I mentioned her a lot. Yeah, because we were not that close, but I do.
You seek advice,
right? I seek advice because I'm a loner. I'm gonna put it out there. Like, I don't really mess with a lot of people just because it's just. I mean, look at society, right? You don't know who's doing what and. Who's going to do this or who's going to steal that. And, it's just a lot of bad, I would say, juju. So, like, just stay away. I'm focused on myself, on my kids. So, that's like, no.
It comes, when you deal with us, it comes with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to deal with other people's stuff. And you don't have to deal with what comes with. You focus on your home, yourself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of work. A lot of work, like sometimes I don't even have time to go to my family functions because it's like I have to work on this or I'm stuck in a photo shoot like all day, It's a lot of work. And sometimes I used to talk crap like how do celebrities and people not eat or sleep when they're like shooting or something, and it's like now that I'm actually in it and dealing with stuff, like I can go a whole day without eating and without taking a break because I'm just so busy and trying to do this, get the right angle, do that. Like it's just over 100 pictures. It's a lot. Like doing inventory, like it's just coming up with new ideas, sketching things out. Like,
do you model your own product? Do you reach out to other models? Do you have
both? Both, yes. I mean, of course, in the future, I would love to have models. For sure, and like leave me out of it maybe. But yeah, as of now, I model a lot of it. I use my sisters. I have 2 sisters, so I use them as my models a lot.
Okay. Is
Running Back Podcast builds connections, so we might be able to connect you with some models. Do you think your personality? You mentioned being a loner. You think that helps you in your business, or there's give and take with everything?
You know what? For sure. Just because, I mean, people drain you. You know, and like some people will be like, "Yeah, I'm happy for you," but behind you, they're like, I hope she falls, you know, and it's like,
or they have like slick comments,
right.
Know,
a lot of people have made slick comments to me, like a lot, and it's crazy that I was just like, wow, like really, you like, you know, think that of me, like, you know, like I had some friends that'll be like, oh, like we didn't believe in you, you know, now that you know, I see you have your product, like, you know,
we thought
like,
it was
good job,
but
then those are the same friends that are asking me for
discounts.
like, can I get $5 off? Can I get this for 10? You know, and then it's like. Really?
Damn, I didn't think he's gonna make it here. Let me get some.
Yeah.
In my circles that I had to let go of a lot of people, especially starting my own business and wanting to grow as a person. You know, like not a lot of people had the same mentality as you and wanted to further themselves or want to be where you want to be in life. And it's like me, I want to reach for the stars. And it's like if you're not trying to help me. Or, you know,
help yourself
or, you know, give me good advice or make me feel good, you know, about what I'm doing or, you know, or the products of what I have, then, you know, I don't need you in my circle. If you're going to be negative and you're going to want to see me fall and fail, I don't need you in my circle.
I don't think everyone's meant to go to that next level with us.
You.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, I had, all my best friends were best friends with 10 years plus, all gone. I only have probably like one best friend that I mean I have friends I have associates you know, and I have one best friend that I kind of like tell her everything, you know, that I confide in, but that's because I know what person she is. She's a good person, like compared to everyone else who's still kind of kind of stay stuck on stupid, you know. I don't want to use that word, but you know, that's a good term. It's like you have to prosper in life, and it's like if you don't prosper and you don't change as a person and see your right from wrongs, and you know, learn from your mistakes, you're just like never gonna grow. And me, I'm still a work in progress, you know, like compared to who I like. That's why I tell people you can't judge me about who I was a year ago. You can't judge me who I was a week ago. I change every day, you know, and it's because that's how life is. You know, you have to learn life and learn, you know, who's in it for the good and who's in it for the bad.
I think that's something our city teaches us, like especially in our communities, like we got to do it twice as hard and be twice as good and really compete with yourself, you know, because just be better than what you were yesterday.
Yes, agreed.
People, and I said this about music, but it could be about anything. If you look at what you were doing 5 years ago and then look now, it'll kind of tell you where you're gonna be at. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or where you're planning to be at. But if you're not doing nothing 5 years ago, or you're not doing anything 10 years ago, you're gonna be in the same place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I think now if you can change, if you can choose today, like, all right, in the next couple of years, I can just work on something.
Do something today.
You don't even realize in 5 years, in 1 year, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be somewhere else. You can be, you know what I'm saying?
You end up walking into the right room. Next week, you'll be thanking yourself.
Exactly. Yes. And I think with the world opening up now, it's like, you know, and stay safe and, you know, COVID, hopefully everything with all that goes, you know, slowly goes behind us, because I think everybody's ready to move forward. And I think everybody's ready to just work, man. Like, I feel that. Like, I just feel everybody wants to make money.
Like, I feel like COVID bring the hustle out of
Hell yeah. It did. And we talked about patience.
And everyone's potential. Yeah. You know, I feel like everyone didn't know what they were capable of. And I feel like COVID kind of brings that out of a lot of people. Yeah.
It sat everybody down and said, nigga, think about what you're doing. And
a reality check.
Yeah, definitely. I think we ended up buying new mics or the mic stands.
And what we wanted to do before COVID was just, you know, obviously it was way more, but I don't know how the hell we got back into COVID. But
we had the conversation earlier.
You know, do something, you know, just like you never know what you're doing now could set up for the future.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think to sum it up, like do something today that 5 years from now you'll thank yourself.
Or write it down.
Write it down.
Like
write
me, I became heavy on writing it down. Post-its have become my best friend. If you walk in my room, I have Post-its everywhere, but that's because, you know, I'm always writing stuff down, like
You're
this.
a visual.
Or like I even write
person.
myself like quotes, you know, like positive quotes. Even on my phone, on my screensaver, I have positive quotes that
I'm the screensaver
uplift me,
quote.
you know. So
Yeah.
I'm screensaver
you know, I
quote
would
P.
say writing stuff down would be your best friend. Write goals down, you know, short-term goals, long-term goals. Like, what do you want to do, you know, from now?
Yeah.
Man.
And you'll get there.
If
Trust
you
me,
guys,
you'll get there if you work hard.
If I learn like if I learn one thing from just listening to you talk, you are really like, you are built for everything that's gonna come to you, like 100%. Like I wish you, like, you know, like you said, the sky's the limit. I wish you the world, because you working and you know what I'm saying, you're leading by example. You're leading by example, and you're just focused, and you're in tunnel vision right now. And you really know where you want to be and know what you want to do,
And giving back while you're on your way.
Yeah.
That's so key.
Yeah. You know, and I appreciate you coming to talk to us and everything, and learning all this game and all, you know what I'm saying, like teaching us everything, because we want more women like you in our community, and we want more women to have women to look up to,
Right.
and, you know, and show and look up to see how a strong woman's supposed to, you know what I'm saying, hold herself.
Yeah, and then not only that, but like to show how, you know, the Latinas, or, you know, the colored, we can do it. We can do anything if we put our minds to it. You know, like, we're so stereotyped by this world, like, you know, they're low class, you know, they don't have this, they don't have that, but we can have it.
Hell yeah.
If we put our minds to it, we can, you know, and it's like, it's just hard work, consistency, prayer, manifestation. I manifest a lot. So, you know, with all those keys, you know, you'll be good.
And I almost posted this on Facebook. Like, everything I've ever worked for, I always got. Everything I've ever said I was gonna do is because I worked for it and I got it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like it's like, if I say that, I'm kind of like bragging. But no, you work for something and you get it.
Like,
somebody need to hear that.
Somebody
need to hear it.
In order for me to get to where I was, I mean, I've worked 2-3 jobs, went to college with my kids sitting with me in class, you know, like, to get to where I needed to be. So when there's a will, there's a way. If you really want to do it, like, you can do it. Like me, like being a single mother, you know, being a single mother is hard, but, you know, there's ways. And like I said, I used to tell my teachers, like, hey, I'm bringing my kids to class with me. Like, I used to fall asleep at work. Like, my manager used to come punch me out so mad. Get out. You know, like, I'm sorry, I haven't slept. You know, I'm just hustling and hustling. And it's like, that's when I was only like 19, 18, just to get my college degree. And, you know, push and open up a door for me and my kids. And it's like, if I would have known what I know now about life, I probably would have chose a different route. I would have been where I wanted to now, but I beat myself up because I'm getting older. And I was like, I should have been here and I should have done that. But now I'm coming to realize that age, it just doesn't matter. You can't rush yourself, you know, like.
But now you're here with those lessons.
Yeah, you learn those lessons and you grow, and then.
I think the word education is used too much for like school. Yeah. Education comes with life. Education comes with everything. Like educating yourself, what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like they tell us, go get an education. Right. But that education comes with, you know, it could be, what are you teaching me? Yeah, I think we got to teach ourselves and just learn and really, you know, go get what we want to get. It's hard, like we said, we're young. A lot of people don't figure it out right away. Took me 10 years, you know what I'm saying, and still learning and still trying to figure out what we want to do. And people tell me all the time, man, my uncle told me, he called me on the phone. He's like, one thing I can say about you, Adrian, you do whatever you want to do. Like, you have the ability to do whatever you want to do. He's like, you coach, you do stuff in the community, you do your podcast, you work in your 9 to 5, you go on vacation wherever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't have nothing that holds you back. And I kind of live like that, like limitlessly. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, because we can do everything.
Yes, we can.
Like, the stigma of people not going to Miami, going to Cali, that's because we were broke. Now, no, we all could go there now. That's why you see a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could go wherever we want. We could go see the world. There's different perspectives all over the world. Like you said, that Cali air is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you breathe in, that air is different. That sun's different. When you're in New York, that smells different. You know what I'm saying? Like not a bad smell, but you know, like the air, everything's different. You get different cultures, different inspirations, different, you know. So I feel like you don't let anything hold you back. If you're listening, don't let anything hold you back.
You see, she ain't asked for permission to bring her kids. She said, "Hey, my kids coming with me next class."
Ain't nothing stopping. You want me to graduate? Y'all pushing me to get.
No, I mean, you know, now that I'm older, that's all settled. Man, it took me over 10 years to get there. So, still work in progress.
You flex your muscle and show that you are a woman worth looking up to. Who do you look up to? Who?
Me, I would say, well, the real woman I look up to is just Michelle Obama, because the way she carries herself is so powerful. Mm-hmm. She's amazing. She's so intelligent. The way she speaks, I mean, I just get like stuck in a daze when she talks, because it's just like, wow, you know, she's just so amazing, and you know, she can do it. Anybody can do it.
Yeah, that's true.
So yes, she is my inspiration.
Michelle Obama. I feel like she's kind of like created that like Black excellency. You know what I'm saying? Like where she's kind of like a statue of just like what young women want to be now. You know what I'm saying? Because she's perfect. Like you said, she's kind of like perfect.
Yeah.
Like you see Obama as well, like that.
Pretty cool too.
You said who? Obama? Yeah, you know, and I feel like their relationship's the perfect kind of relationship.
Yeah,
you know
makes sense.
Like, perfect for real.
The fact that you can talk about the president of the United States' wife and just have a full conversation about her without having to bring him up. Like, that's how awesome she is.
Yeah. That's how awesome she is. Yeah, she's very awesome.
So are you running for president 2024?
I mean, you know, I could barely deal with my life, but, you know, dealing with a whole country is like, a lot of people will, you know, complain like, oh, but what have this president done? And I'm like, you can barely deal with your kids. Imagine dealing with a whole country. So you can't always hammer a president.
Yeah,
you know,
they're like, well, he's done in 30 days. I'm like, yo, chill.
They just trying to get their stimmy.
Understandable. I want the stimmy too. Hey, where the stimmy at?
Stimulate your mind.
Stimulate me this way. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming though. Did they say it's coming?
Oh, it's on the way. I mean, I didn't keep track.
They said it's coming.
We need a couple more votes.
They missed out on a lot of people. They keep sending out all these new stimulus, and they still didn't. They missed a whole lot. So they need to become more organized.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Happy Women's Month.
Yeah, there we go. We're celebrating celebrating Women's Month. You are the first woman on the podcast of the month. Appreciate you again. Do you have anything you want to just say for the young ladies before we wrap this up?
Well, the only thing is I would want to say is, if you are in a domestic relationship, or if someone is draining you in life, always think about yourself. You know, us women, we tend to care a lot about others, that we lose ourselves at the end. And, you know, we always end up in a big depression and, you know, other bad things, you know, women harming themselves or, you know, harming their kids because they kind of like go crazy. I would just say, you know, worry about your sanity, worry about yourself, you know, get yourself right. You know, like I said, meditate, write things down, work hard, don't stop, don't ever let anyone tell you that you cannot do it, because if you put your mind to it and you be consistent, you'll make it in life. Don't ever let anyone tell you can't do it.
Yeah. You about to make
anything is possible. Anything is possible in life, you know, and it's like, you just can't think like, oh, I can't do that. Yes, you can do that. Yeah. You know, don't ever doubt yourself. Like, I don't think I can create that, or I don't think I can build that, or I don't think I can do this. Don't ever say that. I don't think. Yeah. I can do this. I'm going to do this, and you're gonna do it.
I want to mention this: you don't need a man to do it,
and you don't not.
Like a lot of
and like I would say, look at me. I mean, you know, I was in a bad like domestic relationship, and I got out of it. I like literally.
You have to turn yourself
when
around.
He was sleeping, I packed my bags and left. Never went back. And what I did, I enrolled in college. I, you know, got me 2 jobs, and you know, I got me and my kids right. And now that I'm like older, I'm like, well, I have to go harder. So what am I gonna do? You know, so
next
like
level,
I said,
you
can do it. And to me, like I say, a man is an accessory to me. Okay, they're an accessory to us because us women, we're honchos. We bring life into this world. So it's like, you know, we can do anything, bro. So like I said, just be steady, be strong, and keep pushing. You girls will get through anything and everything, and you'll become the woman you want to become down the road. I'm
gassing you in my head right now, but I ain't want to throw a man's voice while you was getting your shit off. So yes, men are definitely an accessory to us, because I did it all on my own car, own house, own everything on my own with 2 kids. And no help. You could do it. I said, and no help. There you go. If you was looking for a sign, there it goes.
And again, I appreciate you coming out. I hope you had a great time with us. Me. Yes. I hope you get home safe with the Indianimals over there. Hey. And on that one, we out.
All right.
Peace.